So these are the sorority sisters from the past who are forced to reunite against their will, mostly when one of their sons got engaged to one of their daughters. So that is what brings them all together in Palm Springs. And truly, it's the reunion nobody wanted, but everyone deserves. So that's kind of the premise. Yeah, I try to make them as varied as possible because that's the fun thing about college and sororities in any kind of clubs really that you join. You kind of get thrown together with all these people, hopefully from all over the place that have diverse backgrounds and ideas, and you grow through that. That's the theory, at least through college, I think. And so these people were like that. So in a sorority situation, you're all of a sudden sisters, and that is supposed to bind you together for life. And they had something tragic happen to them senior and spring break, but we can't talk about that because it's secret. But anyway, when they get back together in Palm Springs, the setting is eerily similar to when they went on spring break, and that kind of sets everybody on edge. So the reunion is hosted by Roxy. She was the queen bee in college. She still fancies herself the queen bee now. It's her house, and her kind of idea for the whole weekend is to be the star of the show. So she has a very everything's very planned. She has like her outfits match her tablecloth. So everything's very aesthetically pleasing. And she and her husband have just renovated this house that they're all gathering in. And then you have Beth, and her daughter is marrying Roxy's son. So Beth and Celeste drive in from Huntington Beach, and Beth's just kind of dreading the whole situation, even though she's happy for her daughter. Her daughter's happy, but she doesn't really understand how she could choose to be part of Roxy's family, but here they go. And then we have Amelia, who shows up uninvited. She is a widow of a senator, and pretty much, she's the pot stirrer of the group. So she's kind of whenever she's in a scene, she's causing trouble is what she likes to do. And she was similar to that in college as well. And then we have Jamie, who's now a professional. She's a cardiologist, and kind of the more serious. She was a year younger than all of these ladies in college, and went on to become a president of the sorority like Roxy was. So anyway, we're throwing them all together into this home in Palm Springs. Palm Springs is so amazing as a setting. I've never used it before, and I'd love to use it again now. It's great to be writing and in your mind being there. It's really fun. I guess where it started was I was reading a lot about the movie colony and how, the 20s film stars, that when they signed their contracts with Hollywood, they were only allowed to travel 100 miles away from Hollywood. So they had to be accessible per their contract. So that's really how the movie colony started in Palm Springs. So you have all these celebrities creating their hideaways out there. And so I don't know, there's several that kind of came to mind, but there was one that Gloria Swanson built. And she was rumored to have all these affairs with all these famous people there. And it, has a central pool and this kind of great style. So anyway, that's kind of where I parked my people in my imagination. But yeah, there's just, there's something about Palm Springs being one place where the celebrities they were kind of forced to go there. And then also they turned it into this magical secret place. Yeah, I kind of envision it as one of the older, like a Gloria Swanson type era building that then Roxy and her husband have made into like more of a contemporary masterpiece, but they've kept the old charm. So it's kind of like old lush gardens and a central pool and just, everything Palm Springs-ish. And then with the engagement, it's an engagement party / reunion that they're coming for. And so that kind of, the young couple in love kind of adds a little happiness to the story where there's kind of a lot of mischief going on. Apparently when I'm writing, my husband tells me like I'm making the faces of the characters because you're kind of in their head. So I'll, if I'm up to no good as a character, then I'll be, like that. But a lot of times too, I like my characters entertain me as I'm writing, which is really fun because if somebody makes me laugh while I'm writing or if somebody scares me while I'm writing, then I'm pretty sure the reader's going to feel the same way too. So that's fun. I really enjoyed adding in Amelia's boyfriend, du jour, Brett. He comes along, and the ladies like to play pickleball, and he's like a pickleball coach. So that was kind of fun to bring him along. And there is a staff, but they're more undercover because Roxy wants to take all the credit for everything. So she has them scurry around when nobody's watching, and so she can make the big presentation of whatever dinner or breakfast or whatever she has planned. So yeah, she's pretty much, she doesn't want anybody to take the shine off of her. Everything in life kind of ends up rolling around in your head and then coming back in one way or another on the page, as you know. But I think, yeah, the heightened social settings do provide a lot of opportunity for drama, right? So whether it's like DC political settings or even Orange County, where I live, charity events, those kinds of things that bring out like the everybody wearing their best outfits, everybody trying to one up themselves, and it's kind of similar no matter what the backstory of the event is. Sometimes some of the goals are the same. So yeah, I have fun watching that. I was also a society reporter for 10 years in Columbus, Ohio. So I also watched a lot of people at those events as a cub reporter. So yeah, I've been watching for a while.